Welcome to the South Australian Variety Bash for 2018. This year it's our 30th birthday, and since we kicked off in 1989, the Bash has raised over $40 million for children across every corner of South Australia. For this year's Bash, we're going to throw a spotlight on 4 kinds of people that showcase the heart and soul of the Variety Bash in South Australia. Our sponsors, the organisers, our veteran bashers who work tirelessly every year, and of course, the bash virgins like me who are discovering the tracks for the very first time. Without any doubt, the Bash is the biggest family Variety have, and for 1 week a year, everyone comes together to celebrate their friendship and the success of their fundraising. Most importantly, they celebrate what it means to make a difference for the kids of South Australia and have a lot of fun doing it.
An iconic South Aussie event, and on behalf of City Council, on behalf of everybody here in Adelaide and South Australia, can I just say thank you to you. Drive safely, well done your fundraising, and have an enormous amount of fun. Well done.
Another bash, how good is this going to be? 2018, here we go. What a wonderful sight it is for the first morning of the bash.
Did they put you in the back? Okay, gringo, we're kaput.
This year we've got the cops, we're back on the bash, and we've got baby cops with us. We've got our daughter and our son, or Leanne's son.
It's my first bash and I'm really excited about it.
Not even started yet.
Yeah, well,
and you've stopped.
Tighten a couple of screws and should be good to go.
Benches are back.
You may have seen Finlay on television last weekend, and at this stage of his life, he's not able to walk without his frame, and his condition also affects his speech and ability to concentrate. Well, we're really proud to announce today that Variety have granted this beautiful family fundraising of $45,000 to assist in the cost of medical expenses, which means that little Finlay will go to the US for specialist surgery.
Well, first of all, just wanted to give a massive thank you to Variety. Since the outset of us finding out Finlay was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, we obviously didn't know what the future held. Since the start, Variety's just been unbelievable. Thank you all so much, and I'm sure hopefully we'll get to see you when he's up and walking. Thanks a lot.
I drove over from Port Lincoln in the official car the other day, and I was on my own because Deb had to work, and I was just driving over, and on my own I suddenly thought, this is getting real. Like this, all the whole year of all the lead up to it, it's real, what's happening, and I started to get very scared, and then I woke up this morning and I feel quite calm and excited, except for I'm hoping the rain will clear away, but yeah, no, off to a good start.
Now Bashers, it's nearly time to leave, so drive safe, look after each other, look out for the virgins, we'll see you on the track. Be safe.
When I first went on my first bash, I mean, I knew we were raising money for special needs kids, but there was no real bond there. That didn't mean a lot to me other than helping kids out. But then on the bash, we got to meet families that the money was actually going to and how much it changed their life. That was when the penny dropped for me, that we were actually, the old cliche of changing people's lives, we actually did that.
Rain at the start line has made the first track of the day a little wet. Some take the high road, while others give their cars their first bash bath off the tracks. This is where the fun begins. One of the first treats for the day is a military track north of Adelaide that no civilian has gone on for over 80 years. Crossing the peninsula, the rain has turned the dust to slush.
Lucky it pays well.
With all that mud on your boots. Straighten your wheels. Left or right? Right, now that way.
After a bit of mayhem, it's a scenic drive across a peninsula to shake off the mud. And to the first lunch of the bash at the Port Victoria Hotel.
I've got a basketball.
Schoolgirls are doing well. They're learning the ropes. They're all under 13 years of age, would you believe? It's quite unusual to see these high school girls at 13 on a bash. It's wonderful to see. Great experience, I think. It's just like sort of outdoor education.
Can we please have a MW to come in the lineup, please?
It's not far out of town before conditions on the track slow bashes down. As traffic congests, officials work out a diversion to get everybody going again. This year's bash promises a variety of landscapes as we wind our way through the tracks. It's only day one and already we've gone from city to the sea.
How bloody good was that? How good were the tracks though? A little bit of mud to make the slippers up. And there's water. So welcome to the first night in Wallaroo.
Look, I've just had the most amazing half hour chatting to the family of our recipient of a grant that we're giving tonight. Now, Bianca and Wayne, they have 6 children, ranging from 4 years old, little Blade, and they just do an amazing job to look after all their children. They have built a 7-bedroom house just outside of Wallaroo to care for them. And now they have found out recently that Blade, who's 4, has Duchenne muscular dystrophy with global developmental delay. And that means that a little bit later on in Blade's life that he will need special care. They recently had Blade assessed, and his speech therapist said that it would be really, really helpful for Blade if he had his own iPad. Thanks to Variety and to your fantastic fundraising, he's going to receive an iPad of his very, very own. And I think that is fantastic.
I'd like to say thank you so much for this. It's going to help him so much to communicate with us. His speech, she's already worked out what she's going to do and some attachment for it or whatever it is. She's worked out for him to communicate a bit better than what he is at the moment. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And to Variety Bashers, thank you very much. This is where what the money you raise goes to help families like we see here tonight.
Day 2 of the bash, with breakfast at Cooper's Ale House in Wallaroo. Bacon, eggs, bloody good tucker.
Good morning, look at this wonderful breakfast today. What a beautiful day. Got the summer dress on. It's going to be a great day.
You're going to read us a story?
I've got a boyfriend. I've met a boyfriend on the bash and he's just so lovely. We're Facebook official. I'm really happy.
We can sell you some oil. You want to buy some oil? I'm fine, thank you. No oil?
Please look out for a kangaroo on the road.
Bashers don't know it yet, but this is going to be the last time they see the beach, as the tracks take us to Hawker. Hints of cactus give the bashers a taste of the desert and dust to come. It's only my second day on the bash and I'm staggered at the generosity of seeing. And it's not every day a bunch of two-wheel drive vehicles, most of which are over 40 years old, get to drive on dry weather tracks normally reserved for four-wheel drives. It's like being adopted into a family I never knew I had. Like meeting an uncle everyone talks about at Christmas, who never comes because he's off some crazy adventure. And that's the bash. You might break down, cause a traffic jam, or be caught in one. You might help someone out and use rocks for handbrakes.
Great handbrake. You always got to have that extra handbrake.
But that is the bash. It's never the destination, it's how you get there.
Just some trouble with the gears. It's an ongoing problem, but we're all sorted. These MWs are great, got us back on the road again, hopefully.
Jammed in 2 gears. I think we've just got it. Oh my God. There you go. You got another rock on you. All this freaking mud today. Very muddy.
Yeah, and look, here comes the wiggles.
Who's your favourite wiggle? There you go.
You're welcome.
Me, Anthony, excellent.
Wiggles are a hit.
Before the bash began, notices were sent out about a medical emergency that was going to be dealt with on the track.
So what are you doing here, boys?
We're vaccinating against swine flu. There's been a serious outbreak in the district. It's potentially fatal.
We need to lock the doors.
No, you just need to open your mouth.
Look at that.
It's been a cold morning on the bash, and long-time supporter and sponsor Villies are offering a bit of tucker to warm the bones.
We've got some mini pie floaters here with Billy's famous pea and ham soup.
There's one behind you.
Thank you.
Got sauce on it?
Pie floaters. In winter, they rain.
It's a short drive to lunch. The good, the bad, the ugly greet bashers as they haul into town.
Where's your lunch? Luckily there's only 3 of you in the car and you only have to share it between 3 people.
The locals of Jamestown have turned out in droves to greet the bashers for lunch, to say g'day and to hear news of 2 grants given by Variety to help the kids.
Thank you to all the little people, and maybe some bigger ones, who created this wall of thanks. I'd like to call in Linny and Reinhold from Card Toy. They're going to present the cheque today, and call up Jessie. So now we are handing over a cheque for $22,362. Wow, that's amazing.
So welcome to Jamestown, and thank you so much to everyone who's come out to support the Bashers. What an amazing contribution you're making to the lives of South Australia's sick, disadvantaged and disabled children. We're very excited and so thankful that Variety SA has chosen to fund this exciting project for children visiting the Bundalia Picnic Ground. The grant will bring to life the character of Bundalia Bilby and his forest friends. There will be larger-than-life wooden sculptures and fun educational activities along the trail.
The school kids were pulled together for a discussion about their community and what they wanted to see in their community. And there's lots of talks about all the things they loved. But then at the end of the class session, they were talking about what is it that you'd like to see changed? And the whole classroom said, we want a shade over the playground. So we thought we'd better actually make this happen.
My name's Roger Ballastring. My first bash. The motor vehicle that we have is a 1977 CL Valiant. Original 113,600 kilometres, so I'm pretty lucky in that space. I have a cousin, Helen, that has special needs, and she worked at Bedford Industries. My dad used to go there and assist in the kitchen to help him out when there were functions and so forth for that. I was very fortunate to have a mother and father who were very generous in not only time, but whatever they had, they shared with others. So for me, it was always there in the gene. It was just a matter of finding that right cause to bring it to the surface. And that's what this Variety Bash has done for me, that it's not only just giving from what's in your pocket, what's in your pocket can't match what's in your heart. And for me, that's that giving component, and knowing that what we do and what we're raising, it's just so worthwhile. The morning took the bash from Wallaroo to Jamestown. The afternoon tracks offer something completely different all the way to Hawker. "60 k's out of Hawker, Bashers are greeted with natural gateway to the Flinders Ranges. I wouldn't say it's easy going, but nothing a decent run-up won't fix. It was 30 years ago that Variety's first ever bash came through Hawker.
Okay, welcome to Hawker, everybody. How bloody good was that?
Now, 30 years ago, Joy was right here in this shed for the very first bash. Woo!
Well, the first bash, we didn't know much about bashes because we hadn't ever done one. I was working at the school at the time, and at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we lined all the kids up and all the staff up and said, get the chairs and tables out to the bus park,
And we had a huge line of cars and trailers, and they got all this gear over, all the tables and chairs over to here, ready for you guys to have your dinner that night. And next morning, 8:30 in the morning, it was all packed up and taken back to the school so that the kids could then start school for the day. We had a wonderful night that night, very late, very early morning, and I did get to school at recess time.
Day 3, and we're in the lower Flinders Ranges. It doesn't get much better than this. The tracks in this neck of the woods might be old, but not as ancient as the Flinders itself. Some of the rocks around here are said to be 1.5 billion years old. Bloody incredible. It's just after 9 AM and the white gravel is being replaced by red dust as we head towards Old Lee Creek railway line. Normally off limits, Variety find another opportunity to send bashes on a track that people really get to see. Gentle stroll into Parachilna gives bashers a chance to let off some steam. This driving caper is tough business, and I've discovered it's bash etiquette to stop and stop often. Take a quiet moment so you can admire the scenery.
secret. It's a secret family recipe being handed down by 4 generations.
Back on track. It's a straight run to Beltana station, well, more or less. As bashers head into Beltana, it's evident we're entering desert country. Flat, dusty, and beautiful. Beltana has seen its fair share of good times and hard. Not only does the Bash support kids across the state, but the towns it visits. Today's lunch is a fundraiser for 3 local communities.
Laksa. That's a local native animal. Used to have 4 legs, only got 3 now. We've cooked one of them. Thank you very much. There you go. So what have we got here?
This is locally made.
Looks like a big sausage.
It is a big sausage.
Just like Mama used to make.
Can we eat it? Yes, we can.
From Hawker to Parachilna and Beltana for lunch, Variety's bash track for the afternoon takes her through some desolate country unchanged for thousands of years. For bashers, this is also Priscilla country, and a quick game of footy between the runaway brides and car cans not unusual. As bashers hit the backtrack to Marquee, the dust along the old Gan line is a foot thick in some places. This is as close to the beach as we're going to get for days.
Cop back on track. So glad to hear that my boy's back on track and that he's going to be feeling better for his bucks party tonight. We're all very excited for the wedding.
As the light begins to drop, it's a 3-way race between bashers, bulldust and the sun. I know I've said it doesn't get any better, but each day on the bash, it does. I mean, just look at it. Bloody fantastic. After a great day on the tracks, it's time for a not-so-quiet evening in Marquee.
Every time in Marquee, I love it, Curry. Nice.
When I was young, I played sweet rock and roll in a rock and roll band. We thought we'd never grow old. Oh, we played rock and roll, you just couldn't miss. We had bop and little songs that went like this, and we rolled. Back on all those years, how I wasted my time. Oh, yeah, rock and roll ringing in my ears, how I yearn for your
It's a dusty morning, and swags have been delivered to Bag 1 for the trip to William Creek.
This is the point, with that.
Beautiful, isn't it? Wish I could purr like that.
Not very attractive in the morning, but hi.
So can anyone tell me why crows get hit by trucks but they don't get hit by cars? It's because they have a lookout sitting there going, car, car, car.
You know you're amongst it in the South Australian outback when you hit Lake Eyre. Time for some ice cream and on-track attention for 456.
So all these bolts are broken off in here.
Oh, this is our fourth fix-up on day 3. And yesterday we were critical and returned to the front. I think we'll get another sticker for critical and hopefully return to the front. We got a flatty right at the right time, didn't we? So we left the MW with our car.
What flavour have you got on the menu today?
This is sorbet, isn't it?
Oh, no, this is salted caramel.
Oh, salted caramel.
So we were driving along and I wasn't really paying attention and looked over and went, what's everyone doing over there? And then we came in and I'm like, oh, it's Lake Eyre! Never been to Lake Eyre! And now there's ice cream at Lake Eyre.
Told to back up because one of the other cars got stopped and then we got stuck.
What happened, mate?
Didn't quite have enough speed up.
discovered being on the bash is about resourcefulness, respect for your fellow man, camaraderie, and above all, having a good time in the middle of nowhere. Today is no exception.
There you go, mate! Bloody beautiful valley, then. Get in. Start knocking it. Go. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Yeah, mate. Welcome to True and Prue's True Blue Dip Shop. Here you'd like to try some dips. You know.
Did you know I've got a boyfriend on the bash, and I think he's out buying me a diamond at the moment, and I'm so excited.
After a little bit of mayhem, it's time to head up the road to William Creek. William Creek, gateway to the Simpson Desert and with the only petrol pump between Marquee, Cooper Pedy and Unadilla.
It's got squeaky joints like us. We had a flat spot on it, so we had to move it around 180 degrees. Plus we changed the air in the tyres, that had got stale. We had a stone in the brakes, so that was squealing. We had squeaky doors and we had a cracked windscreen, all of which has been repaired by my joint venture partner here, Mr. Altitude at Prospect.
Oh, that's it. Best value service in Adelaide.
Yeah, he's good. Thank you.
Go and check out the pub, you reckon?
I reckon. Well, would you?
Jonas, thank you.
For now, it's time to check in, refresh, and head to a little shed behind the pub for the Bash's famous seafood lunch.
Thank you. Oh, give me got some cream for this or penicillin as well. Okay, thank you. There he is.
Yum, yum, yum.
Highly recommended. There we go.
I'm just swabbing lanes. A bit
of a bristler.
Hey, we've got the best South Australian oysters, the best oysters in the world. Look at that. Denal Bay, from a very nice man called Gary Seidel. Beautiful man.
Fantastic. Recommend a duck in William Creek. Look at these guys.
I mean, what else would you expect to have with William Creek but a house of chow Peking duck?
Port Lincoln, Maury Tuna, a great supporter of the bash. Supplied all our tuna for us, which is great.
Beautiful tuna. This a man, nice man. As a virgin basher, there's things that you hear about the bash that are a little hard to believe. A bit like war and childbirth. Until you've been through it, it's impossible to explain. William Creek aren't any different, so best to show you instead. Back in town, the MWs have discovered a problem with the William Creek fuel supply. It's a late night vigil to keep the bash going.
Fuel pumps failed, so we've actually had to start from the switchboard and work right back through the whole hotel to find out where the problem was. My son's a whiz kid, he's done it all. Did a temporary fix on it, but it was very temporary and it lasted for 10 cars. So what we're going to do now is pull the actual motor out of this pump and pull the motor out of another pump and then swap them over so bash cars can get refueled tomorrow morning. It's an experience for sure. A bit different than working in their own workshop.
I mean, these guys are obviously working under some duress and fatigue, and so when they finish, I'll obviously have to deal with the emotional strain that these guys are under, keeping the bash going.
It's a slow morning in William Creek on day 5 of the bash. Coffees all round for 300 track weary bashers.
I come all the way from Spain to do this for you. And my friend Manuel there, he's...
There you go, if you want hot chocolate. That's your beautiful hot chocolate.
Variety are meticulous when it comes to handing out directions, but sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. But the inner compass of most venture bashers is enough to keep them on the track. And as I discovered, if in doubt, just follow the dust.
Hey Pete, what do you think of the tracks? Bloody good.
What's unique about the Bash is the more remote the tracks become, the more it feels like a family. And talk about remote, the tracks we've been on over the last few days are unbelievable. Check this out. It's time for lunch at a little place called Bread Knife while in the middle of nowhere. After a bit of tucker, it's on to the local highway and a 65-kilometre bitumen run towards Cooper Pedy. And now, a word from our sponsors. I'm kind of kidding, but seriously, it's the generosity of the Bashers that have been helping the kids of South Australia for the last 30 years, and they come in all shapes and sizes.
The involvement with Variety for us is about giving as much as we can possibly afford to financially as well as time-wise, and creating that sort of sense of family and being part of that sense of family. But back out of that, of course, you get the great rewards that come from seeing kids a little bit better off than they would have been had we not been involved, or had we all collectively not been involved.
The sense of family within the actual group of people themselves is incredibly strong, and most people within that group will refer to themselves as family, as part of the family, and everyone enjoys getting together and having a really good time.
A good basher is somebody who's got a great sense of humour, I think, and is prepared to give it all. about camaraderie and friendship and seeing the beautiful sights of Australia together with a wonderful group of people. I was born with a range of disabilities and victimised heavily at school, and this is something we sadly still see, and hear about, on a pretty regular basis. And I don't talk about it too much because I'd rather look into the future and see what we can do to help rather than harp on what might have happened to one person. Frequently, I get emotional about helping other kids. I do give that some thought, and I think, well, this is payback now, because now I've got the ability to help others. So I think that's part of the reason I'm here.
That was gonna go nice and hard today. Very well.
It's an early start for day 6 of the bash through the moonscape of Cooper Peating. Today's track takes bashers from Cooper Peating down to the Northwell station. Lunch is somewhere in between. You never get hungry on the bash. I'm still digesting Monday's breakfast.
Let's get them on the boat. More money for the farmer. Come on, get them on the boat. Hurry up. Go on. Come on, Bitsa.
Are you Ferry MW?
Ferry MW, yes, I am. And I'd say that they probably just need fuel.
You fixed it!
Now, not to alarm anyone, but I've heard a rumour that someone in the Bash family found true love on the road and that wedding bells are in the wind. On yes, Sharon.
I, Blake, hunk of spunk, take you, Sharon, to be my unlawfully wedded wife. I will honour and love you for the rest of my bash. I promise to always keep you moist, plus put cream on your pash rash. I love you, Sharon.
Oh, how romantic. Sharon, do you have your own vows that you would like to say? I just want to say I will honour and adore you for the rest of my life. And now pronounce you Bash husband and Bash wife.
It was a lovely day. True love was found on the bash.
You're so creative, dear.
No, I'm so sexy.
No, hang on,
Oops.
hang on. Pull it up.
This is arguably the best Bloody Mary within quite a large distance, complete with local flora and fauna included.
I want to know whether you got very excited when you heard about the camera.
They're only good.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely lovely. And I've had 4 women offer me sauce. None of them have got a bottle. With the happy couple plotting their matrimonial bliss, Bashers hit the road for a picturesque drive to lunch. We were told it's going to be on the track, so it should be around here somewhere.
It's like a little hill farm in the desert. Out on the track, some people might think the bash is all about fun and games, but serious thought goes into helping local communities. If someone needs attention, there's only one car to call.
Yeah, I'm getting there, but in about 12 years' time, I might get all the way through, and then the roof's going to fall down because I'm cutting on the main beam.
Hey, boss, we need a shorter sheet.
Psycho! Can we fix it?
Yes, we can.
It's a short drive down the track to Northwell Station. A stone throw away from Kingunya. Variety got ahead of us to set up camp. Now it's our turn.
Welcome to Northwell Station.
Variety, it's our biggest fundraiser, as you know, and this year won't be any exception. This is our 30th year, so 30 years obviously, and I started as a very raw basher with a good mate of mine behind me, and it's been my life now for 30 years. Me and my late wife ran the event for 6 years and met an enormous amount of great people. And in the meantime, this event has raised $40 million for special kids in South Australia. I mean, it's extraordinary.
You just can't get over the smile on the kids' faces that you see that you've helped, especially in the outback. It's just fantastic.
Ready for sleeping.
It's not every day 300 people rock up on your doorstep for dinner. And really, the unsung heroes of the bash are the caterers that look after us and the locals that invite us in. Sometimes it's a mix, with always plenty of tucker and buckets of good cheer to go around. Tonight, on the Bash's 30th birthday, it's another opportunity to dig deep for the kids and community of Northwell.
ICPA, Isolated Children's Parents Association, we fight for equity for our kids' education out here in the bush. 2 years ago, we auctioned off a quilt here and it made $5,300. And with that, we were able to take 12 little bush kids into Adelaide and they saw Matilda the musical. And it was fabulous. And they loved it. So thank you.
Have a look at this. Now, I wish you hadn't mentioned the 5,300 because we've been telling everybody it made 7. $1,000 there from the tractor men. At $3,000 I'm offered now at $3. At $4,500 a bid at $4,500. All done. Sold to Tim Adams at $7,100. Give him a big round of applause.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. You're amazing people, just amazing. I'd like to say a special thank you to Nanny Roz. She's hiding in the back there. This is a grandmother of 4 of our little isolated kids out here, and she made this, and she did a fabulous job, and she came tonight just to see this being auctioned. So thank you, Nanny Roz.
Gives a little wave. Well, hang on.
Welcome everybody to Northwell Station. A big thank you to George Belpario and his crew for catering tonight for our 30th birthday party celebrations. Okay, has everybody got a birthday cake in front of them? You can touch them now. Sing away.
I'm Mandy Madgen, everyone otherwise known as Moo on the Bash.
I'm Dion Otto. I am part of Carput. I'm an accountant by profession but run a timber company now.
All through my primary school and high school years I was always involved in Interact Club, raising money for World Vision. It was kind of a thing that I always did. And we raised money for Variety. So I think I was 19 at that point in time.
Why are we participating in the Bash?
It's Schoolies Week for adults.
It's Schoolies Week for adults. I've heard it said and I've said it myself, it's the 1 week of the year I can be normal.
When I first started on the Bash, I didn't earn a lot. I didn't have a very high-powered job. I didn't know a lot of people in that kind of context, and it didn't matter. It was who you were as a person and what you held in your heart that mattered, rather than who you were in society or how much money you earned or what level job you had. It was more about everybody was there for the right reason. Everybody was there to raise money for children. Everybody was there with the same goal in mind, and it didn't matter what walk of life you came from, you were accepted.
At the end of the day, I think what we see is the fact we're having fun and the kids of South Australia are benefiting. I mean, it's an absolute win-win. Couldn't be better. So for me, yeah, it's one of the greatest weeks per year of my life.
Get your cappuccinos, short blacks, long blacks.
Ready to go. It's just a matter of rolling everything up and hopping in the car.
Looking shiny. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Oh, aren't you
Another wonderful day. What day are we at?
With 2 days of the bash to go, day 7 is the last full day of tracks. Bashers will head southwest from Northwell Station to Kimber, with lunch being put on by the kind folk at Pondana Outstation. After 3 glorious days of dust and desert, we're slowly heading back towards the coast.
Pop up toasters, you hit the roof and then you spin all round. Pop up toasters. What Maggie needs is a pop up toaster. Stick her head and don't see her roaster. Then she won't be so much of a boaster about being the colour of a new straw boater. You got in white tons, you come on round. Pop up toasters. You hit the roof and then you spin all round. Pop up toasters. You can keep your numbers and your own style reaches. Social workers and comprehensive teachers.
Oh Bashers, this is MLC. I'd just like to introduce you to our beautiful Eyre Peninsula. Welcome to my backyard.
Pondana Outstation, gateway to the Eyre Peninsula. It's a quiet place, usually reserved for people wanting to get away from noise and the hustle of daily life. How's the serenity?
You been naughty?
Look at this, good country cooking. What more can you want out of life?
Which is the lemon one that everyone's raving about? Is that the...
once taken care of, it's a wiggly road to Kimber through the Gawler Ranges.
Finally passed someone.
No bash would be complete without a good old-fashioned tractor pull. As Marshals Inspector Phil, the TABC shares some cuisine from the Clare Valley to get some juice in the tank, so to speak.
I love Shiraz. Ryan, instead of the 3 caps I've got in my hand, on behalf of the Variety Bashers, I'd like to present you with $90,000 for a new playground for the Kimber Area School.
Good on you, mate. Thank you very much.
What do you think of that, kids?
One of the unique things about Variety is its ability to react quickly to the needs of communities. And while it took some encouragement for Kimber to ask for help, they finally did. And Kimber's children are the real winners in this little story, as Variety were able to provide an impromptu grant for a new playground as the bash rolled into town.
I can't believe that!
How do you do choices on a bash?
Amazing.
So many choices. I didn't even know how to do the choice.
Today is the last dinner of the Bash family for 2018. Tomorrow, partners, friends and family are invited to join in the fun. Tonight it's for the Bashers, and a chance to thank everyone for the time and effort they put in.
The highest Virgin team fundraisers for 2018. And the winner of this one of the highest Virgin fundraising team is Car SCT. For the highest money raisers overall, and these guys almost need no introduction. No surprises here, but I'd love you to stand for accolades to the Hogs.
I'll get you.
I think I'm lost for words, but I'd like to congratulate everybody. Really, I truly would, and I know I've said this a couple of times before, but everybody's efforts are really, really important. I'm incredibly proud to be up here. I look forward to being back here next year. We'll try not to have such an off year next year. We'll go a bit harder. We've started already, and I think I'll encourage you to do the same.
We'll be back. We love it. We love what we're doing with the bucket, and we're very proud to be up here. And thank you. Happy Bashers.
The next award that Sandra will present is the Stuffed Compass Award. So that goes to car 922, Kath, Kim and Sharon.
proud and I'm honoured, and to be here with my mate right here now, and to see sides that we've never seen before of each other, and to know that being part of this family, those people behind us are just a remarkable group of people that from day one has just made us feel as if we've been in their lives all their lives.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So what did you learn about each other that you didn't know before?
I'm a much better driver.
And I can navigate.
Yeah.
Only because he can't read English.
What do you talk about, mate?
Listen, don't start, all right?
One day,
I'll
Alice.
kill you.
One
Cross
of
the
these
line,
days.
mate, you go. Anyway, we love each other.
Talking my J&J out the way. He shot me up. Take me to the aircraft, Sonic Cuba. Oh, oh, oh. Take me where the aircraft sun's gonna treat me so right, so right.
Last day, starting healthy.
Goodness gracious, it's cold in Kimber. Oh.
Guys, this is 007 saying thank you for welcoming us to the Variety family. Amen.
007, right, big one. And as a member of the Variety family, we never let go of you.
While we're all together, Car Hogs just says thank you for a great bash. Congratulations to you all and the very best wishes and good luck for the year, whatever you get up to.
Bloody good spot you got for us, Sandra.
As we head to the coast, the wind picks up and bashers get another go to take in the Eyre Peninsula.
Real good.
Thank you.
It's time to soak up the salt air and offer a shout out to all the landowners, communities, variety staff and our new chair who have made this bash such an amazing journey. As we all gathered in Tumby Bay, it's like a dog wash for bash cars. A chance to shake off the dust, grab a bite and marshal up for the drive to the finish line.
We raise some good funds for the kids, so it's all good.
Thank you very much, Flower Girls.
Foreshore the sheep.
Well, a little rattle. You do notice we take credit card this year. Graham has actually, I don't know if you talk numbers, but Graham, this is called a square reader, he has had more than $17,000 donated through his square reader this year. And that's just Bluetooth to your phone. You put the amount in your phone and they just tap it on.
Variety's got the money 2 days later.
2 days later, the money's in the Variety Bank.
No, look, we'll try to raise more money next year than we did this last year.
There you go, you can put it in. Yeah, go for your life.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's a great spot to finish up in, Tumby Bay. And the locals have welcomed us in, and it's a bit sad though because it's nearly all over. But yeah, don't want it to. To hand out grants along the way is what it's all about, and that's what the bashers love to see. Sometimes you've got to work hard for people to actually ask for money.
You can tell Tim's been driving. Look at all these scratches.
Have you got the good there? Hang on, I think I blanked.
With the bash cars looking the cleanest they've had in a week, it's time to make the journey to Port Lincoln. To say farewell to one family and g'day to one that left behind a week ago.
She's done a great job. Well done, Sandra. Please give a big round of applause, guys. Fantastic bashers. Don Ashton, fantastic.
Nothing could have prepared me for what the bash was and what it now means. For a fellow who never gone camping or never gone off the bitumen, the bash has been an awakening. It's a strong word to use, but in months to come, I'm going to find myself looking up at the stars for the first time in years and thinking about how important community is. And doing the bash and helping the kids along the way has given me that. What a gift.
No longer virgin. Thank you very much for inviting us. Thank you so much. Well done, boys. Well done. Well done.
We did it. I just can't believe it. 8 days, we're here.
Roger, break it down.
Thanks. So thank you.
I could think of one word. Sensational.
You going to go and have a look?
How would you like? That's for good.
Oh, gee.
That was my one right there.
Bit of colour.
Bit of colour, bit of action, bit of excitement.
Hello to the mayor. We have a pack for you, and one of our.
Can't really remember.
Well, that's
Very special climbing equipment for Scott to the value of $1,200. So thank you to Variety and good on you, Scott.
Thank you very much for this, and it really actually means a lot for him to just have something that's effectively his and obviously his brother's. There's something just to help him, get his balance and stuff. I mean, he's probably going to fall off it, but he's indestructible.
Carmit are very happy to hand over now the paperwork for $2,559 worth of equipment to support the preschool. Big smiles.
Bashers, welcome to Port Lincoln. How bloody good was that today?
In 2018, you Bashers have raised an amazing $1.76 million. Congratulations.
Tracks.
So what do you reckon? How are the tracks?
The tracks.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Bloody good tracks. Oh yeah, bloody good.
Actual bloody good. They were
Bloody good.
Bloody good.
They're bloody good.
The tracks are bloody good.
Hey Pete, what do you think of the tracks? Bloody good.